Assalamualaikum students, this is our next part of the electrical properties of the solids and we are going to discuss the energy band theory. इसके लिए हम सबसे पहले अपनी प्रीवियस नॉलेज को यूज़ करते हैं। हमें पता है दैट इन अ सिंगल एटम वी आर हैविंग अ न्यूक्लियस विच इज़ कैरिंग द पॉजिटिव चार्ज। इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इस न्यूक्लियस के इर्द गिर्द जो है वो रिवॉल्व कर रहे हैं इन डिफरेंट एनर्जी स्टेट्स। तो यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं that in different energy states as well as different energy levels. Now हम देख सकते हैं कि हमारे पास मटेरियल में किसी भी मटेरियल में वी डोंट हैव अ सिंगल एटम। हमारे पास किसी भी स्मॉलेस्ट इवन द पीस बहुत छोटा भी है, we will be having a very large number of the atoms. Even we can see that we are having a n number of the atoms. अब अगर इन n number of atoms को हम रिप्रेजेंट करना चाहें तो आप उनको कुछ इस तरीके से जो है ये शो कर सकते हैं। ईच आई एम गोइंग टू रिप्रेजेंट द न्यूक्लियाई ऑफ द एटम्स। आप देख सकते हैं दैट वी हैविंग अ लार्ज नंबर ऑफ द एटम्स। अब अगर सपोज कि आपके पास दरमियान वाले जो एटम है उसको कंसीडर कर लें तो इसका जो इलेक्ट्रॉन इसके गिर्द रिवॉल्व कर रहा है। अब ये रिवॉल्व करता हुआ इलेक्ट्रॉन ना सिर्फ इस न्यूक्लियस इसके अपने न्यूक्लियस की वजह से फोर्स फील करेगा बट इट विल ऑल्सो फील द फोर्स ड्यू टू अदर न्यूक्लियाई एज वेल। तो इतनी ज़्यादा फोर्स की वजह से ये जो एक आपको एनर्जी लेवल पहले दिखाई दे रहा था, नाउ दैट दिस सिंगल एनर्जी लेवल विल बी स्प्लिटेड इनटू एन सब लेवल्स। तो आपके पास एक सिंगल लेवल जो है अंडर द इफेक्ट ऑफ दिस लार्ज फोर्स एन सब लेवल्स में डिवाइड हो जाता है। अब ये एन सब लेवल्स जो हैं दीज आर वेरी क्लोज टू ईच अदर, they are discrete but they are very close to each other such that these levels are known as the now they will form a continuous energy band. They are forming a continuous energy band. Now these continuous energy bands now uh, depending upon these bands we are knowing that these energy states are having the definite values of the energy, and between each pair of the states we are having a gap. These gaps are known as the forbidden energy gap. These gaps are known as forbidden energy gap. These these gaps are actually having the values of the energy which are not allowed to the electrons. Electrons कभी भी ये energy लेकर इन gaps में जो है वो exist नहीं कर सकता. Only these values of the energies are permissible. The value of the energy between each pair of the states that is not permissible and that is known as the forbidden energy gap. So on the basis of this we can define different energy states like we know that if an atom the electron is lying in the very outermost energy level, then that level or that band that is known as the valence band. That valence band is having some properties. Valence band it can't be empty. कभी भी ये empty नहीं हो सकता, हमेशा इसमें नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होंगे। अब दो सिचुएशंस हो सकती हैं कि या तो ये पार्शली फिल हो सकता है या फिर ये कम्प्लीटली फिल हो सकता है। सो इट कैन बी पार्शली फिल्ड और completely filled, but it can't be empty. Now then all the energy bands those are lower than the valence band, those are completely filled, so those energy bands will not play any role in the conduction of the current in materials. So this is the valence band, and when some atom is in the valence band and when we apply some electrical field on this atom, then the electrons in the valence band that will get some energy and that will get some extra energy and will become excited. It will leave the valence band and it will go to some high state, और ये जब high state पे जाता है that high state is known as the conduction band. एक दफ़ा जब इलेक्ट्रॉन इस कंडक्शन बैंड में शिफ्ट हो जाता है देन इट विल बी फ्री टू मूव। इस वजह से जो कंडक्शन बैंड के इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं दोज आर नोन एज द कंडक्टिव electrons or free electrons. Now it is having also some properties like conduction band, it can be partially filled or it can be empty. can be empty. These are the properties of the conduction band. Once an electron is in this conduction band, then with the application of a very small energy or the very small electric field, it will become free and it will be able to move from one end to other. So in this way our current will pass through the materials. So this was about the valence band and the conduction band. Now we are going to explain the electrical behavior of the conductors, insulators and semiconductors on the basis of these two bands, valence band and the conduction band. Now you can see, first we are taking the example of the conductors. As we know that conductors are having a very good conducting ability of the current, and they are having a conductivity of the order of 10⁻⁷ per ohm मीटर. अगर हम इसको वैलेंस बैंड और कंडक्शन बैंड के फॉर्म में एक्सप्लेन करना चाहें तो हम देख सकते हैं दैट दिस इज द वैलेंस बैंड and here is the conduction band. In conductors it is very much easy to conduct the electrons. तो होता क्या है कि वैलेंस बैंड और कंडक्शन बैंड कुछ इस तरीके से होते हैं that they are एक्चुअली ओवरलैपिंग ईच अदर. इनका कुछ पार्ट जो होता है ये ओवरलैप हो रहा होता है. सो इट बिकम्स वेरी मच डिफ़िकल्ट टू डिफ्रेंशिएट दैट विच इलेक्ट्रॉन इज़ इन द वैलेंस बैंड एंड विच इलेक्ट्रॉन इज़ इन द कंडक्शन बैंड. तो इनकी जो सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट प्रॉपर्टी है दैट कंडक्शन बैंड एंड वैलेंस बैंड्स आर ओवरलैपिंग ईच अदर. इस वजह से इनके दरम्यान में जो फॉरबिडन एनर्जी गैप होता है, forbidden energy gap, that is almost equal to 0. So it become very much easy to shift an electron from the valence band to the conduction band to make it free and to make the flow of the current possible through the conductor. So this is the behavior of the conductor on the basis of the energy band theory. Now come to the next point, that is of the insulators. In insulators, as we know that the flow of the current, that is almost equal to 0. That's not completely equal to 0 because it is having the insulators are having the conductivity values of 10⁻⁻10 to 10⁻⁻20 per ohm meter. So this means that they are not exactly equal to 0. There is some value. So we can say that the flow of the current through the insulator, that is very small. We can also explain this on the basis of the energy band theory as this is the valence band and this will be the conduction band. As you can see that we are having a very large energy gap between the valence band and the conduction band, and this energy gap is known as the forbidden energy gap and it is having a very large value. It can be of the order of 3 electron volt or more. अब आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं that we will require a very high value of the energy or the high value of the potential difference, the electric field, to make it possible to move the electrons from the valence band to the conduction band. It will take very high values of the energies. So normally insulators में आपके पास करंट की conduction नहीं हो पाती because electrons are not able to move or to jump from the valence band to the conduction band. Here we can see that in insulators the valence band will be completely filled or partially filled, but conduction band is empty. It is totally empty. We are not having a single electron in the conduction band, so the conductivity of the insulators is very much close to the 0. Now there comes the third third class of the material depending upon the electrical properties, and that is semiconductors. As we know, the electrical properties of the semiconductor, that is in between the conductors and insulators. So if we draw energy band diagram for the semiconductor, so this is the valence band and this is the conduction band. Now you can see that there is a very small energy gap between the valence band and in a conduction band. This is of the order of about 1 electron volt. This means that if we supply some little amount of the energy, तो electrons valence band से conduction band में easily shift हो जाएंगे. Now semiconductors are having two types of the behavior depending upon the temperature. We discuss at 0 Kelvin and at room temperature. At 0 Kelvin, obviously you can you know very well that 0 Kelvin is the absolute zero, and at this temperature the electrons usually cease their motion. तो electrons जो valence band में होंगे, they will not have enough energy to jump from the valence band to the conduction band. तो यहाँ पर इनकी conductivity जो होती है वो ज़ीरो हो जाती है and they behave as insulators. But as we increase the temperature, suppose we have jumped from the 0 Kelvin to the room temperature. तो यहाँ पर room temperature में where we are having the values of about 25 degree centigrades, or the values of the temperature are higher than the 273 Kelvin. तो यहाँ पर आपके पास this value of the energy gap that can be jumped easily by the electrons from the valence band to the conduction band, and once they are in the conduction band they will be available for the for conducting the current. तो room temperature पर they behave as conductors. So semiconductors are having a dual behavior depending upon the temperature. टेम्परेचर जब बहुत लो होता है that behave as insulators, और जब टेम्परेचर रिजनेबल मतलब कि नॉर्मल रूम टेम्परेचर होता है then they behave as the conductors. So this was the explanation of the conductors, insulators and semiconductors on the basis of the energy band theory.